If you're thinking about replacing your laptop with an Android tablet, this video could save you from buying the wrong one. Some tablets look like laptops on paper, but once you start working on them, the differences become obvious. I'm ranking 10 Android tablets, from the Pixel tablet and Galaxy Tab SF models to the OnePlus Pad 3 and Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra, based on performance, screen size, multitasking, battery life, keyboard use, and software. And there's a catch. The most expensive tablet isn't automatically the best laptop replacement. Some are great for browsing and documents, while others can handle much heavier work. So let's go from number 10 to number 1 and see which Android tablet can actually replace your laptop. Number 10. Google Pixel Tablet. At number 10, the Google Pixel Tablet is the one that can replace your laptop if your laptop is basically a Google Chrome machine. But the moment your work gets more serious, you feel the ceiling. It launched in June 2023, starting at $499 with a 10.95-inch 2560 by 1600 LCD, Tensor G2 processor, and 8 GB RAM. It comes with 128 GB or 256 GB storage, and Google paired it with a charging speaker dock rather than trying to turn it into a full desktop computer. I've used it for Chrome, Gmail, docs, and video calls, and those jobs are easy. The problem starts when I want a proper desktop setup. There's no Samsung DeX, and Android's window management isn't as flexible when I have several work apps open. That's the part that matters for this ranking. The Pixel tablet isn't slow or poorly built. It simply isn't designed around replacing the computer on your desk, and the 27 watt-hour battery is another detail I'd keep in mind. Google's battery claim is based on video streaming, not a full day of mixed laptop-style work. So, number 10 is a very specific kind of laptop replacement, light Google-based work. For anything beyond that, I wouldn't pretend the Pixel isn't what it isn't. Coming in at number 9, the Galaxy Tab S10 FE is where I can start doing real laptop-type work without immediately missing my computer. Samsung released the FE series in April 2025, with the Tab S10 FE starting at $499.99 in the US. You get a 10.9-inch 90Hz LCD, Exynos 1580, 8 GB 128 GB or 12 GB 256 GB configurations, and an 8,000 mAh battery with 45 watt charging. The S Pen is included. Those details actually matter here. I found the S Pen more useful for laptop replacement than I expected. PDFs, handwritten notes, signatures, and quick annotations are much faster than doing everything with a trackpad. Then there's Samsung DeX. Put this on a desk with a keyboard and mouse, and the whole thing becomes much closer to a desktop workspace. But I wouldn't confuse it with a high-end workstation. The Exynos 1580 is perfectly comfortable with Chrome, Microsoft 365, and normal multitasking. But heavier workloads expose the difference between this and Samsung's flagship tablets. There's also the Android software limit. DeX can rearrange Android apps beautifully. It cannot magically install Windows software. So at number 9, this is a convincing replacement for a basic office or student laptop, particularly when notes and PDFs are part of the job. Now, at number 8, the Galaxy Tab S10 FE Plus makes more sense when your laptop problem isn't power, it's screen space. Samsung launched it alongside the FE in April 2025 with a starting price around $699.99 in the US. The big difference is the 13.1-inch 2880 by 1890 Hz LCD. Underneath it is the same Exynos 1580 with configurations up to 12 GB RAM and 256 GB storage, plus a 10,090 mAh battery. And that 13.1-inch panel genuinely changes the work experience. I can keep a browser open beside a document without both windows becoming tiny. PDFs, spreadsheets, presentations, and research are simply easier to manage on this screen. The included S Pen and Samsung DeX give it a much stronger laptop workflow than most mid-range Android tablets. But here's the catch. You're still getting the Exynos 1580. So the FE Plus gives me a much bigger workspace, but not a matching jump in processing power. If I start doing heavier editing or demanding creative work, the flagship models higher up this ranking make much more sense. And the keyboard is an additional cost, so the complete laptop-style setup isn't quite as cheap as the tablet's starting price suggests. That's why number 8 feels right. Excellent workspace, sensible productivity features, but still mid-range performance. At number 7, the Lenovo Idea Tab Pro is the first one here where the hardware starts making me think I could actually leave my laptop behind today. It launched in March 2025, starting around the mid-range price category with a 12.7-inch 3K 2944 by 1840 display, MediaTek Dimensity 8300, 10,200 mAh battery, and 144 Hz refresh rate. Lenovo also offers a keyboard and Tab Pen Plus for it. The interesting part isn't any single number. It's the combination. That 12.7-inch 16:10 display gives me enough room to work with 2 apps, while the Dimensity 8300 has enough performance that multitasking doesn't feel like I'm pushing a cheap tablet too hard. The battery is also substantial, and the tablet has 4 JBL speakers with Dolby Atmos, which makes it unusually good when the workday turns into a video call and media day. But there's one reason I can't put it higher. Lenovo's desktop experience isn't as convincing as Samsung DeX. The hardware is good enough, the screen is excellent for work, the accessories turn it into a real keyboard and stylus setup. But when I spend hours moving between windows, Samsung's software still feels more like a computer. So number 7 is where this ranking shifts from can this tablet do laptop tasks to can this tablet actually replace the laptop? And Lenovo is getting surprisingly close. At number 6, the OnePlus Pad 2 is the tablet I'd put in front of someone who wants laptop-level speed without paying for Samsung's top-end setup. It launched in July 2024 at $549.99, and even in 2026, the hardware still has plenty of life left. You get a 12.1-inch 3K 144 Hz LCD, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, 12GB RAM, and 256GB storage on the higher configuration, plus a 9,510 mAh battery with 67-watt charging. And I noticed that Snapdragon immediately when jumping between demanding apps. Apps open quickly, games are effortless, and the 144 Hz panel makes scrolling through long web pages and documents feel unusually smooth. The problem is that fast hardware isn't the same thing as a great laptop replacement. OnePlus's open canvas multitasking is clever, but the software still doesn't give me the same desktop control as Samsung DeX. The keyboard is also one of the weaker parts of the package. It works, but I don't get the same confidence I'd have typing on a proper laptop keyboard all day. So number 6 is about raw power. If your work is demanding Android apps, browsing, and multitasking, this thing is seriously quick. But for a complete laptop workflow, the tablets above it are more convincing. Coming in at number 5, the Galaxy Tab S10 Ultra. This is for the person who wants their laptop replacement to feel almost ridiculous in size, and somehow that turns out to be useful. This launched in September 2024, starting at $1,199.99 with a 14.6-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display. The configurations go as high as 16GB RAM and 1TB storage, and Samsung includes the S Pen. That 14.6-inch display is the reason I can understand someone choosing this over a smaller tablet. When I use DeX with a keyboard and mouse, there is enough physical space for several windows without constantly hiding one behind another. The MediaTek Dimensity 9300 Plus also gives it the kind of performance I expect from a premium machine, while the 11,200 mAh battery gives it enough endurance for long sessions. And there's a nice 2026 angle here. The S10 Ultra is now a previous generation model, so its current street price can be far below the original $1,199.99. For example, the 256GB Wi-Fi model has recently been listed around $850 in the US, making its value much more interesting than it was at launch. The caveat is obvious. It's enormous. At a desk, I love it. In a small bag, not so much. So number 5 is the big screen laptop replacement, especially if you value workspace more than portability. Now at number 4, the Lenovo Yoga Tab Plus is the one that surprised me because it gives you a premium laptop-style hardware package without Samsung's premium price. It launched in early 2025 with a 12.7-inch 3K 144Hz display, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, 16GB RAM, and 256GB UFS 4.0 storage. The Nova also bundled a keyboard, stylus, kickstand, and charger in some markets, with the US package launching around $739.99. That bundled setup matters. I can take it out of the box, attach the keyboard, put the kickstand at a comfortable angle, and start working. I don't have to build the whole laptop replacement one accessory at a time. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is still very fast in 2026, and the 10,400 mAh battery is another reason this feels more serious than a basic tablet. But here's the part I kept running into. The hardware is better than the software. The Lenovo has its own desktop-style mode and keyboard shortcuts, but Android still has tablet app limitations. Some apps simply don't behave like proper desktop programs. That's why number 4 isn't higher. If Lenovo gave this the same level of desktop polish as Samsung DeX, I'd have a much harder time keeping it out of the top 3. At number 3, the Galaxy Tab S11 is the tablet I'd pick when replacing a laptop means keeping the setup portable without giving up Samsung's desktop tools. The S11 launched in September 2025, starting at $799.99, with an 11-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display, 12 GB of RAM, and storage options from 128 GB to 512 GB. Samsung also includes the S Pen and DeX. What I like about this one is the balance. The 11-inch size is much easier to carry than the S10 Ultra or S11 Ultra. But when I connect a keyboard and use DeX, I still get the desktop-style layout I want for documents, email, browser work, and multitasking. The newer MediaTek Dimensity 9400 Plus also gives it flagship-level performance, and Samsung raced the 8400 mAh battery for up to 18 hours of video playback. But I wouldn't call it perfect. The 11-inch screen is excellent for a tablet, but when I'm doing serious spreadsheet work or keeping several windows open, I can feel the difference compared with the 12.7 and 14.6-inch models. And at $799.99 before adding a keyboard, it isn't exactly a cheap laptop alternative. Still, number 3 makes sense because this is the most balanced package so far. Flagship performance, DeX, S Pen, AMOLED, and a size I can actually carry around without feeling like I'm transporting a monitor. At number 2, the OnePlus Pad 3 is the one I'd pick if the laptop I'm replacing is mainly there because I need speed, a big screen, and serious multitasking. It launched globally in June 2025, starting at $699.99 in the US, and the hardware is still seriously strong in 2026. Snapdragon 8 Elite 13.2-inch 3.4K 144Hz display, 12 GB of RAM, and 256 GB storage on the base US model. The battery is a huge 12,140 mAh, and OnePlus supports up to 3 apps on screen. That combination is what impressed me. The 13.2-inch screen gives me enough room to actually work, while the Snapdragon 8 Elite means I don't have to baby the tablet when several demanding apps are open. An open canvas is genuinely useful for multitasking, instead of one of those features that looks good in a launch presentation and gets forgotten. But here's why I don't give it number 1. Samsung's desktop workflow is still better. OnePlus gets very close with its multitasking system, but when I connect a keyboard and mouse and spend hours working, DeX feels more complete as a laptop replacement. There's also no micro SD slot, so the 256 GB base storage is something I'd think about before loading it with large files. Still, number 2 is a big compliment here. For raw performance and a huge working area, the Pad 3 is extremely difficult to ignore. It just loses the top spot because being powerful isn't quite the same as being the most complete laptop substitute. And at number 1, The Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra is the Android tablet that comes closest to making me forget I'm using a tablet at all. Samsung launched it in September 2025, and the current model starts with 256 gigabytes of storage, while higher versions go to 512 gigabytes and 1 terabyte. The centerpiece is still that enormous 14.6-inch dynamic AMOLED 2X display, paired with a Dimensity 9400 Plus, 12 gigabytes or 16 gigabytes of RAM, an 11,600 mAh battery, S Pen, and Samsung DeX. I've used big tablets before where the screen looks impressive, but it doesn't actually improve the work. This one does. With DeX, that 14.6-inch panel gives me enough room to keep several work windows visible without constantly switching between them. The S Pen also makes document markup, handwritten notes, and image work feel much more natural than trying to do everything with a mouse. And Samsung has improved the physical design too. The S11 Ultra is only 5.1 millimeters thick and weighs 692 grams, which is pretty wild for something this large. But there's one caveat I wouldn't hide. The keyboard is still an extra cost, and this is a very large tablet. On a desk, I love the size. On a cramped airplane tray, suddenly I understand why normal laptops exist. Even so, for this specific question, which Android tablet could actually replace your laptop, the S11 Ultra wins. Not because it has the biggest numbers, because the combination of DeX, that huge AMOLED workspace, flagship performance, S Pen, and desktop-style multitasking is the most complete laptop replacement package.